back to it, US. Back to us here at GameHQ TV, where we do it out for games. So you just got do we still do it out for games? Yes, we do. Exactly. I think that instead of course running out of night, just getting into this one is racing. There's a ton of racing games. There's no PST here. Check the airplane on mail. Park something called a match 4. It's part of the 27 mark. Stars. You can see right now that we are. See it over Assetto Corsa, and we should be running it at anywhere between 30 and 60 FPS. If it gets low, we start with a green signal. That's what I'm showing. If it gets yellow, or which was basically a little bit of lag or jittery, it'll probably iron itself out. But if it gets red, that's when we'll let you know whether it's us or you and what we should do. If we're restarting, or of course whether you're restarting, or whatever it says. Um, Again, we don't have a wheel, so we're just getting into it. Start a set of course. And keep on with us because we have the Far Cry 4 that we didn't run earlier. I mean, Fallout 4 that we didn't run earlier. Yes, we have Far Cry 4 also. Um, and we have, what's the other one that's coming? Oh, Battlefield 4. What am I, dumb? Yes. But besides that, we have um, behind that Battlefront. So there should be a midnight, hopefully launching with us at Battlefront tonight at midnight. Stick around. We'll hopefully do that. I'm sure a million other people will. But the only reason that you'll be able to stick with us and do it differently is because I don't know if anyone ever told you this or not, but we're better. You'll see in a second here. Let's get on to the main menu. You can see Assetto Corsa. It even says in the name that it's a racing simulator. I mean, it pretty much makes its own statement. You can practice, race, multiplayer, and more. I don't really want to know what more is at this point. I just want to try to show you some of the cars that I've been driving on the laps. And here's, of course, their Dream Pack. I can show you the teaser trailer, but they have a new Dream Pack, which we have all the cars on. We have Dream Pack 1 and Dream Pack 2 now. So we will show you what those look like in the garage too. But let's get right into the garage area, where we would pick our cars, of course. Who doesn't want to select a car of any kind and have the ability to drive it? You can drive them all, man. We have the Rough. That's the one I think I've been driving too. I like that one. And the Shelby, I took that around the track once, and it kept spinning out on me a lot. You can look at a past broadcast on that and see how many times I had to dig that out of the dirt. And I did run the Ferrari. See, it's got a check next to it. It's probably a red check, meaning I sucked. If it doesn't have a check, I probably haven't raced it. I may have put this in a race against someone else. That's what I did, and I came in second. You can check that on the rebroadcast. I didn't realize I was racing it though, but we'll have to redo that again. I have been wanting to take one of these two out, but again, let's keep going through some of the other cars here. Here's more of the Rough Porsche. They have such a low center of gravity and they just hug the road. But I'm big. I mean, I'm a tall guy and it's not good for tall people. It's not a car for tall people, I have to admit. Um, and it's a car for racing. That's what it's for, basically. Or driving fast, but think you're racing. Pagani's on does the high end super stuff. I'm not going to say it's the most expensive when you see the Mercedes-Benz. This is a 1989 version, but even this car I'm sure is more expensive than this one now than then. Mercedes-Benz is in here throughout. You'll see that. You'll see the McLaren. Here's the McLaren fixed up with the MP4 12C. It's the same thing, the 12C, but this one has maybe a better paint job. You can see the hood. It's got the different scoops in it. It's set for racing. Look at the wing. That wing is designed to go fast. I know it. Here's the other Ferrari. We didn't run that in a race, but we took a lap on that one. You can see, I think that shows you the speed now that I took the lap. Maybe that means it was a high speed. I'm not sure. We'll have to check that later on. Car's not supposed to go that far. You broke it. I got a check mark in it. I think. No, they all have check marks. What am I doing? Anyway, let's get back to it. This is the one that I really like. I like these three cars plus the Rough. I like all of these cars. I'd be stupid not to have any of them, of course. But no buts. Just take the car. Oh, this one we drove too. I wonder why that doesn't show up. I don't want to call it driving. I know I shouldn't. But it's there. That was on the broadcast, one of the broadcasts. We tried to do the crew. It didn't work earlier. We've been trying to figure it out. That's why we ran a little late. So bear with us on that. We'll get it figured out because it was running last night perfectly. We haven't changed anything different. So I don't know. Is it one of you guys doing it? Who's doing it? Come on, fess up. I want to know right now. I got to know right now. Will you tell me forever? Let me sleep on it. Baby, baby, let me sleep on it. Okay, back to the cars. I'm sorry, enough of my Meatloaf singing songs here. Um, it's right. I'll send you money if you can guess that song within a minute. Um, BMW M3, and I was wondering, like, is there I thought I saw an M4 on the street, and I was like, I was scratching my head because I'd never seen an M4. I've either seen an M3 or an M5, but here it is. Well, this is the Acrob Akrobovich. I think you say that right with that C turns into a CH, Akrapovich. And then you have the BMW M4, and that's just the base version. So I mean, both of them look nice comparatively. I think this one might have a little bit more fine tuning and a little bit different interior. And then you got your Z4 instead of a Z3 now. Ferrari 3.12 Corvette. You can't even tell that's a Corvette with that paint job. Another Z4 all fixed up. Here's your Ferrari. And then there was we're here in Los Angeles, so I'm like I was telling people there's an LA Ferrari. I found out it's just called La Ferrari. It's not an LA Ferrari, so I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Um, but here's the one I've been kind of poking around, thinking about. I'm gonna take it on the track. No, I'm not gonna take it on the track right now. Let's go back to the car. Sorry about that. Sorry. This car here, the Alfa Romeo 4C, is going to be the flagship Alfa Romeo that's coming to America, and it's kind of their launch. So I'd be curious to see how this turns out. I hope they get a good launch on it because I remember the Alfa Romeo was back in the 70s, and those cars were sweet, as you can see. This is 60s, but there's still a nice version between the two of these two. I love their shift on the dash. That's my favorite because you should be reaching up there to shift. It feels like sometimes. Here's your R8 fast stuff right here, and then of course your M235 Racing, older style Beamer. I don't want to say anything, but I told my girl's Beamer this was the version. She got it right out of college, and I feel so bad. I still feel really bad. It was totaled. She got an M5 for it. I don't know why she was so sad about it, but she got it as a graduation gift, and that's what is kind of sentimental for it. But anyway, I can't buy her. I'm not going to be buying her one. Don't worry about it. It's not going to happen. And I thought there were more. I thought we had, yeah, I thought there were more Mercedes. Where's yeah, we saw the Hurricane. That was there. Not that. You just clicked on that. What was the one that we saw? The LA Ferrari, yeah. That should be in the list here. There it is. It looks a lot like this car. These two, I don't know what they did to this one to make this one, but I really want to drive this thing right now. I usually choose the Monza 66 because I like that long straight. I can handle that, man. I like to see what it tops out at. I've had one of the Indy cars up to over 260 miles an hour, or it might have been kilometers. I could be wrong. I usually am. But it was really nice looking. But again, this is a simulator, so check out like I mentioned earlier, I was so frustrated that the Need for Speed came out. Again, another racing sim that's been out there for years, and then all of a sudden, no interior view, no cockpit view. I'm like, what the hell? This game has 3 interior views. I'm not talking about looking from different directions. It has 3 views from the inside looking out, which I didn't even think was possible until I was in this game. I'll show you that once we get in here. Let's just drive it. It closes the door on the side. I think it's set on the resolution for a 3-way screen. We don't have they're two screens, so I'm not gonna mess it up. Here's the other one. It's pretty locked. Oh man, this thing is stiffer than a stiff thing. Anyway, back to the three views inside. Usually has one. Nice, push it again, and there's two different views. Maybe in this car it doesn't have it. Some of the other cars maybe. I like that view. Just kidding, right? I know. If the race line wasn't there, it would be sad. That's why I went boat. Let's see what we ended up into. Now I got myself hurt for certain. Might as well stay in the pits, right? At this point. Back to pits. Now I'm gonna go back to car choosing because that was terrible. Terrible. It's a bad taste in my mouth. Repair everything on this car, starting with the car. No. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Just couldn't figure it out that you press the exit button. That's what you got to do. Who knew? Exit's exit. So after this, we got Fallout 4. We have Battlefield 4. And we have Battlefront 4. No, I don't know if it's just Battlefront 1. But I think it's a different iteration of the Battlefront that we've had. Because there was Star Wars Battlefront 2. So technically, it's Battlefront 3. If you're going to be technical about something like that. If you wanted to. I'm just saying if you wanted to. You don't have to be technical, but that was the technicality behind that. Anyway, this car is shit. I'm saying it. Not that I'll throw it away if you give me one. Maybe I'm saying that just so you will give me one, huh? I gotta see this Corvette on the track. It looks funkadasic. You might hear some new words that we create tonight. Or any time that we're broadcasting, right? Right. Don't have Micmac here for sound and audio and sound are pretty much the same thing, but they're not. Yeah, here we go. Let's see if we got 3 music here. choose 8 laps or something, or what's that all about? Formula A bar. I had 2 laps to go. Oh my God, he totally wrapped. Ah, I didn't know it was a 5-lap race. Anyway, we'll race it again another time. Restart it, do it over. But for now, let's do some more cars. Any suggestions? Anyone want me to try to do something on the car list? Anyone? Hmm? Bueller? 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 Okay, that means I get to drive what I want. Get to do what I want then. You know what I want to do. I already told you. It's all-wheel drive. I don't really want that, I think. I'm not driving in the snow. I'd rather have that in speed. Let's get right on it. Let's do this. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. That guy must have all-wheel drive. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way, man. Rough. It's gonna be rough for this race, I can tell you that. It's guaranteed. I guarantee. I'd buy that for $1. What are we doing tonight? We're doing everything tonight. We're gonna do Battlefield 4. We're gonna do other games. It does this. Every time I turn, it wants to make a jerky move. So if you have a joystick, it can't help but do this skip motion on the wheel, which can translate to your tires. In this game, it translates very accurately. So you can feel that. You can see the gauges in the car are actually very much the same as does that hitch. That might work in GTA 5, but it doesn't work here, buddy. Goes. There. Go. Gotta stop. Hit that god dang wall, do ya? Oh yeah, we are crashing. We gotta get off. We gotta go switch over to Fallout 4 really fast. Speaking of crashing, I wasn't kidding. So stick around. We gotta gear everything up for Fallout 4. Don't go anywhere. Check the calendar on GamingHQ.tv because we do have all of our games listed up there for you to check out. And of course, keep checking back with us here. I'm Greer, and for now, ta-ta. Is it TTFN? Ta-ta for now? Yeah, exactly. But refresh it. Just hit F5 in about 3.5 minutes. You should be back with me with a new game. Isn't it crazy how tiny the technology can do that? A whole new game in less than 5 minutes. Here we go. Count it down. Did you count it down?